Welcome and thank you very much for checking out my review of Wendy, the new film by Benh Zeitlin, the director of Beasts of the Southern Wild, and his modern take on the classic story of Peter Pan. Now taking place in modern day America, it tells the story of Wendy, who is lost on a mysterious island where aging and time have come unglued. This is a very interesting director because he bursts into the scene with his coming of age spectacle in Beasts of the Southern Wild, but he hasn't done anything since. This is his first film to come after that one. 9 years after, and really goes into a very familiar story. It's not another original, but there are very interesting choices that he makes with this film. It's, of course, a coming-of-age story again, and his take is very specific. The film very much is a cautionary tale for children to enjoy their childhood and the freedom that comes with it before suddenly it's gone, because it just goes by like that. And if you're my age or even older, you know that to be true. And he captures that childlike perspective of wonder and awe in relation to basically everything when it comes to this film. The way he shot it, the cinematography looks beautiful. He shot it in 16mm and it gives that raw, grainy, even dirty feel to everything that you and the characters in this film see. And once again, he also likes to cast quote-unquote non-actors. Basically, most of the people in this film are either non-actors or these are their first roles. And they really do a good job because Eileen is focused on what comes from the mind of a child and what a child sees and how they see things around them. The score as well is beautiful. It's swept up in just the right moments. It's scary at points, it's melancholic. The film is imbued with this sense of whimsy that only a child could feel, even in the most mundane of situations, or just looking at a radio, looking at a fish, looking at a tree. The film is surrounded by these moments that give the characters a little bit of life, helped with how he shot the film, with the score, with a very genuine, earnest performances. Unfortunately, that sense of whimsy for the most part feels like it's taking away from the story itself. Now the beats are there kind of, but they're the beats that you know, they're the beats that you expect in this story. The only thing that really changes is that Peter Pan is not your main character and it is Wendy. This is her perspective, and her perspective is much more relatable. She's much more human than any other character, but the real problem is the message, and now this film either is very confused about what it wants to convey or if it does really convey anything at all. One of the biggest problems that shows that is that the film picks and chooses what it takes literally and what it takes metaphorically. There is no Tinkerbell in this film, but there is a Neverland where people do not age. There is apparent magic and there are quote-unquote pirates, but there is no flying in this film. And you can tell what the director wanted to say with no flying existing in this film, but at the same time, why are the other things literal? It felt like the director and also co-writer of this film with, I believe, his sister, they wanted to showcase this perspective from a child but not say anything much with it. And even though I was extremely excited, I couldn't help but feel very hollow by the end. I enjoyed my time watching this film, but I started to immediately forget. And I wouldn't say the film is necessarily made for children, even though it's their perspective which is first and foremost presented in this film. Which is another place where the film feels confused about what it wants to be and how it wants to be about it. As unique as it was to see the storyteller's vision on what is a very classic and known tale, it doesn't reinvent anything, it doesn't reinvigorate what the original story was trying to say. It is gorgeous to watch, but there's really not much to take away from it, unfortunately. I'm giving Wendy a C. What did you think of Wendy, my beautiful geekies? Have you seen it? Have you not? Are you excited for it? And let me know what is your favorite take on the Peter Pan story. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best. Check out the latest episode of Geeks of the Round Table on my podcast with my good friend Zach Pope. We just talked about everything DC with Dwayne Miller and Hannah from Cinemania World. I hope to see you there, and I hope to see you in many future reviews I got coming very soon, some of them very special. And so until then, stay beautiful, stay geeky, and don't forget to subscribe and like the video because it really helps me and the channel out. But most importantly, above everything else, forever and always, love each other and love the movies.